Hey guys, in this video we'll talk about one more orb in Path of Exile, which is the fusing orb. The fusing orb can be bought by the vendor in Act 2 and Act 3. All of these alterations can be turned into jewelry in ratio 2 to 1, which means that 8 of these is 4 of these, and then 4 jewelry can be turned in one fusing, like this. So one fusing, what it does is to reroll the links between the sockets of an item. For instance, these gloves here have 1, 2, 3 connected sockets. Here is the link, here is the link, and this one is alone, it's not connected to them. Which means that here I use haste aura, here I use purity aura, and usually here I put, when I put my auras, the reduced mana. Well, if I have an aura here, it won't be connected to the reduced mana. This is the basics how the fusing orb works. What it does is to reroute the links. When I put it on, it can link these three, or maybe these two, or maybe no links, or maybe all of them linked together. What also it can do is to 5 link or 6 link your chest that has to have 5 or 6 sockets. The issue with crafting with fusings is that you can get really thrown by the RNG. Sometimes I had cases in which I had to waste over 20 fusings, which in ratio 2 to 1 to chaos is over 10 chaos to get a 4 link on my gloves or on my helmet or on my boots. And I heard a friend who said that he was that unlucky that he wasted over 40 fusings on his Bone Surfer boots, which are the summoner's boots, which are leveling item. He was just super unlucky. So crafting with fusings. Usually I wouldn't advise crafting with fusings even late game unless you have insane base. The stats of the item has to be worth so much that it's worth it to put a couple of exodes additionally to make it linked. Which means that if your chest is worth 10 chaos or even 1 exode, it's not enough a value on this item to be worth it to put in more currency to make it 5 or 6 linked. If you make it 6 linked, of course you hit the jackpot, but what's the chances of that? While leveling, what you should do instead of trying to link your leveling gear is to go to the vendor and find an item that already has connected sockets. Let's say like this chest here, 1 blue, 2 red, or 2 green, 1 blue. Or here 2 blue, let's say that it was connected with the 1 red. So you buy from the vendor 4 linked or 3 linked item, whatever you need, and you sacrifice your gloves, either your boots, either your helmet. You don't sacrifice your chest for the 4 linked item, because on the chest you can get really good stats from a rare item that you can find while leveling, because the chest has the highest base armor value or ES value. So sacrifice one of these items and you put there your leveling 3 link or 4 link. Let's say if it's freezing pulse, it will be freezing pulse, AOMP and faster casting, or for cleave some cleave, faster attacks, added fire, melee physical, something like this. So sacrifice one of these items and you AUK it and you use it with whatever stats it is, and that's it. You continue leveling with that item unless you decide that I've been leveling with this item, let's say 10 levels, I found another one with the perfect sockets and it's higher base item, so I can AUK it and maybe get better stats than the previous one. The rest of the items you use them not for the sockets, for the stats while leveling. Once you hit the end game, when you're about to search items on the forums, always in the price have in mind the sockets and the links, because if you have 2 pairs of gloves that will do the trick for you, and one of them is with price of, let's say, 15 chaos and another one is with 12 chaos, and the one with the 15 chaos is already 4 linked, while the one with the 12 chaos is without any links and sockets on it, have in mind that you're going to waste most probably around 5 chaos, maybe even more, for the links on the item. So always have that in mind when you're about fusing an item. Recently they added one trick in which if you use a fusing on a 20 quality item, like this one here, the first one says quality 20. This quality on armor items like gloves, boots, helmet, and shield and chest are made higher quality with these armor scraps here. So if it's the items are rare, you put 20 of them. If it's blue, you put 10 of them. If it's white, you put only 4 of them. So you put 4 of them on a white item, you put the fusings, and you have higher chance when the item is 20 quality to make it 5 or 6 link. You have higher chance, which means that it's totally worth it on white items, but it's most probably not worth it on rare and unique items where you have to waste 20 of these, because these are not cheap. So to sum it up, guys, crafting with fusing is kinda more expensive than crafting with Chaos or Scour and Aug, because if you have a really good stats on your chest and you want to craft the links, you can get Super Thor and get 4 link, 3 link, 4 link, 3 link for forever, and not get 5 link until you already invested a couple of exalts, literally 3, 4, 5 exalts into fusings. While if you have already 5 linked item, and this is how I did with this chest, I bought it 6 link already, and you start chaosing it, you can stop at certain point in which the stats are good enough for you. For instance, this is item level 70 Vow Regalia. I crafted one item level 70 Vow Regalia 5 link, and I crafted to 600 and something ES, and I sold it later on for 4 exalts. While this chest here with 500 ES, I crafted to 500 ES and I stopped, because the stats are good enough for me. They are sufficient. I don't need higher ES for my purposes. I don't need it has fire resistance. I don't need other resistance for my purposes. So I can stop at a moment where the stats are okay, they're enough. I'm not after godly stats. While with the 5 link, you have either 5 link or you just have nothing, because the 4 link just doesn't cut it, just doesn't count. This is it about this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and check the rest of my videos on my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, write it down in the comment section or hop in the stream. The link is in the description of this video, and see you guys in the next one.